We like to take a step back from the whole process and engage with a client, certainly in the first meeting, at our own expense. So we like a client to feel comfortable. So it's quite typically 45 minutes over a cup of coffee. And we want to be able to establish at the end of that 45 minutes, is there a good rapport between both groups? And is there going to be common ground that we're going to be able to work on together? And if we get agreement at the end of that first meeting, quite typically what then happens is we will send a list of requirements out to the client as to what they need to gather for us. So yeah, all the basic stuff around their own personal financial history. And we'll ask them to fill in maybe 1 or 2 basic templates around their net worth and some budgeting information on their household. And quite typically at this time, we'd also get them to complete a risk tolerance questionnaire. A very specific piece of software that we use that will help us understand when we're building out suggested client portfolios, where their money should be invested. Quite typically when that comes back, it takes about a week or 2 to build out a financial plan from scratch, because we build all our financial plans out based on our own proprietary software. So everything is built from scratch based around the client's personal financial goals. Quite typically at the end of that process, we'll bring the client back and we will present the findings of the plan to them. And if they're in agreement, we will then go to the next phase of the situation, which is implementing some or all of the recommendations that we have come up with. But again, it's important to state here that the type of financial plans that we build are completely based on the client's own personal financial goals. So at no time are we using a specific piece of software to suggest what is a recommendation for a client. And a lot of clients are very happy and very comfortable that we use that methodology. Where the real wealth management piece happens for me, I think, is after all of this is done and we have implemented a lot of these areas for the client. It might take 12 months or 2 years to do this. It's the continuous reviewing process after that. Are the funds working? Are there changes happening in the client's life? Are there things that we will need to change that may alter the course of the financial plan that we have set out for the client? And quite typically that's a 360-degree feedback that's happening all the time with the client. And of course, that's agreed with the client up front once we implement the plan.